We switch gears now as we continue with our discussion, but this time on the creator economy. Africa's creator economy is experiencing explosive growth, currently valued at a staggering 3.08 billion US dollars. Experts predict this figure will skyrocket to nearly $18 billion by 2030, driven by a surge in social media engagement and expanding mobile connectivity, particularly among the continent's tech-savvy youth. With over 385 million active social media users across platforms like TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, African creators are capitalizing on a booming demand for digital content. Entertainment reigns supreme, with nearly 50% of creators focusing on this sector. This dynamic landscape is largely dominated by young professionals, with more than half of creators aged between 18 and 24. Now, this burgeoning creator economy is poised to reshape Africa economies, providing exciting new opportunities for digital entrepreneurs across the continent. Exciting times. And so to join us to discuss this further, we're joined by Douglas Kendison. He is the CEO, founder of Seller. Well, Douglas, thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate you for doing this with us this afternoon. Let's just get started, shall we? I mean, how do you see the growth of the creator economy in Africa impacting traditional industries like media, entertainment, and even advertising in 2025 and beyond?
Thank you so much for having me. I mean, I can't count how many times I've been on News Central, but I really appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Thanks for always having me on for these conversations.
Anytime.
So interestingly, with the creator economy, I think it's very interesting. I want to paint a picture which I want to think is very relatable to everyone. Funke Akile's movie just came out in December, highest grossing movie, over 1 point something billion done in December. Everybody loves Jennifer. I enjoyed watching that movie in the cinema. And I mean, I guess to contrast that, you'd say that there's so many other script writers right now in the ecosystem that they're making great things, but not everybody's going to have the cinema release movie schedule. Not everyone is going to have that budget. So people are just going to have to create content on a smaller level and reach a bigger audience. And that's just going to be it. And that's the beauty of the creator economy. I think that's the beauty of the kind of like system that we're working with, where like people get to do what they want, do what they love, get to reach an audience as big as, because now you see a lot of like popular actors and actresses releasing like content on social media, releasing content on YouTube. I think Hawa is a very popular creator right now. She's releasing her movie that she wrote on I think Valentine's Day. And that's just the beauty of the creator economy, just creating more options for people to monetize their knowledge, also reach a bigger audience, also grow their reach. That are not the typical traditional means. I think that's one of the ways to think about just the growth of these of the creator economy today.
And then let's talk about, I mean, creator economy, it's diverse, you know, they can diversify, they can, you know, pivot to something else if you're a creator. But how can the creator economy in Africa contribute to job creation and poverty alleviation, especially in underdeveloped parts of the continent where, you know, this is necessary?
Yes. So it's a very, very tricky game. So I'll give you an example. So we work with creators that are across the spectrum. So we have like content creators, we have people that teach people how to do stuff, we have people that teach people how to do marketing, sales, we have someone that teaches people how to present online on TV. And the thing is, there is a whole spectrum of with typical, I guess, educational systems, let me call it that. You would have to maybe go to school, spend 4 years, do one or two things. And then with the creator economy, it's kind of really democratized to like everybody. It's brought really just low for everyone to see. And you can start a training school. And I say training school because it might not even sound like a training school. You might start a training school to teach people how to do something. So let's say you're the guy that's behind the mic right now can behind the camera right now can decide to open a 2 weeks course to teach people. And that's how, I guess, the poverty alleviation works. And that's where it starts from. Because when it comes to like the typical flow of maybe sharing knowledge and all of these things, not everyone is going to be able to afford the big schools. Not everyone is going to be able to afford the big trainings, and all of these things. And right now, what's happening is people get to learn at a smaller scale. People also get to practice at a smaller scale. When you have movies that are released on YouTube, you have creators that get to work with other smaller creators, whether it's like in marketing, whether it's in content editing and all of these things.
Right.
As a creator, you won't be able to do everything. However, it's piece by piece, not as big, the scale might not be as grand as you typically would know it, but it puts food on the table, it opens people to more opportunities, it teaches people that there's more that they can aspire to, and these are the things that I guess make this creator economy and job creation grow step by step.
So what then can unlock the full potential of the creator economy? Is it infrastructure or policy adjustments?
Both. I don't know. I feel like for me, I always think from a perspective of like multiple things should be happening at the same time to really help this grow. So what I mean is, at the core of the creator economy is being online and being on the internet. Cost of being on the internet, cost of being on the internet, cost of doing anything on the internet should be affordable. I think today so much has changed compared to like 10 years ago. Like so many people have access to smartphones and they can make content that is clear, that is beautiful, and they can see all those things are really good. I think a couple years ago, I can't remember, but like Ebony Live hosts like it's like a whole training thing where they train the whole media, the whole spectrum of like media, from like scriptwriters, and I think they do that in partnership like with the government, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me on that. And these are the kind of like initiatives that go a long way. We, even as a company, like we have a lot of initiatives that are end this year that we're really looking forward to. I think just in Nigeria, and I mean this might feel like a segue, but just in Nigeria now, so many people are comfortable with the idea that fraud is normal, and we do have some plans to really do some work there because people just need to be upskilled. People need to be told what is attainable. People need to be told that better can come, that is not fraudulent, better can come, that's good. And all of these different things come together to make this work. It's not going to be done from just the government end. I think the private sector is going to be responsible for doing playing a very big role in this, actually.
Right.
And the people also need to take advantage of all these opportunities. But I think with everything working together, I think we can really make a dent.
All right. Well, I must say thank you so much, Douglas, for taking out the time to join us today. Douglas Kenderson, he is the CEO, founder of Seller, just joining us to talk more about the creator economy in Africa. Once again, Douglas, many thanks.
Thank you.